The other thing that we want to talk about is grip issues, because a lot of sumo pullers have issues with their grip style or type. I'm a hook grip puller personally. I've been a hook grip puller for many years. I've probably been pulling hook for like 7 years. But I started pulling hook because when I was a mixed grip sumo deadlifter, what would happen is I would squeeze the bar really hard. I go to lift it, and now my underhand was always in the way, and I would always helicopter out that way. So in an effort to stop doing that, I just switched to hook grip, which is where your thumb comes under your index finger. So this is how I would place the bar across my palm, and then I would wrap my thumb under the bar, and then grab my thumb under the bar with my pointer finger like this. So it looks like this. And now by hook grip, I don't have the helicopter issue anymore. Initially, when I switched to hook grip, the reason was because of the helicoptering, the rotating, because my hand was gliding against my thigh. Now that I've learned a little more beyond that, the reason that happens, the helicoptering in a sumo deadlift, on mixed grip pullers especially, is because when you squeeze the bar very hard, right? Imagine that I'm holding the bar in my hand right now, and I'm squeezing the bar with my hand closed all the way. By doing this, you can see my knuckles pointed out beyond my arm. So if my thigh's in the way and my knuckle is coming up pressing against my thigh, the bar turns. So there's 2 ways to combat that. 1, just switch to hook grip, easy, done. 2, learning how to soft grip. So if I had known back then that what I know now about soft gripping, I probably wouldn't have ever switched to hook, but now that I've been doing it for so long, I won't look back. But what soft grip means is you want your hand to be almost open. This is beneficial for 2 reasons. 1, you reduce the range of motion. So if I'm holding a bar, and let's just use this little plate for demonstration purposes. If you're holding it like this, right, versus like this, you can see like I've cut like 2 inches of range of motion off by just opening my hand up. Same thing happens when you're holding the bar, right? So soft gripping essentially means just holding the bar enough that you're holding onto it without squeezing and choking the bar. That's beneficial with the helicopter thing, to kind of bring it back to what we were talking about before, because if I open my hand, see how the back of my palm, my back of my fist just got flat? Now as I come up on the deadlift, I won't helicopter anymore. It glides because it's flat and the knuckle's not pointed back against my thigh. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'll be here, I'll soft grip, my hands are relatively open, and now it just glides and I don't have to do anything. So that's the grip issue that I see a lot of people having problems with.
Have you used that grip enough to know like soft grip issues, like tendencies?
I have played with it for a while. I'm not switching back because of a shoulder issue that I have on my right arm, and I can never figure out how to get my left hand to be the underhand.
Yeah.
So I just always stayed under. The issue that you'll see with soft grip is people dropping deadlifts. That's kind of the obvious. When you load a very high intensity weight, for the prospective lifter, that could be 225 for somebody or 700 for the next guy. If your hands are really open, you're relying on really small muscles in your hand to like hold all of that weight, which is difficult. So it's all about figuring out like how open you can get your hand to be without dropping your deadlift, and that takes experimentation over time. So what I like to say is keep your hand closed enough that you're doing like the opposite hook grip, where your thumb is kind of locked over the top of your pointer finger. That way you kind of have this security gauge as like a fulcrum, like no matter what, you'll never drop it from there because you're closed here. That's usually a good starting place. Some people can even stretch it further to where like their thumb never touches the rest of their hand. So for me, when I soft grip, what I do is I'll kind of hold the top of my pointer finger. That way I have like a reverse hooks as security, and then I'll initiate my deadlift from there. And my hand is still very open. So I still get all the benefits of the soft grip, but I still have the ability to rely on the fact that I won't drop it because my hand's too open. Another thing about soft gripping, I wanted to demonstrate so you could kind of see the range of motion difference with the bar in my hand. So this is a regular deadlift where I'm kind of choking the bar out, squeezing as hard as I can, right? Now if I open my hand, you can see how much lower the bar went. So you also get to reduce range of motion by soft gripping.